the fans are completely behind Willow Nightingale. They love Willow Nightingale. Thunder, you just said it. Willow Nightingale is probably the most popular women's wrestler in that division for AEW. Everybody's been very critical, myself included, about what we've seen from Mercedes because they gave her so much time on the microphone without actually seeing her in the ring. What's that going to do? It's going to build up anticipation. It's going to make people criticize what she's saying on the microphone, and it's going to put a lot more pressure on her shoulders when she finally does step into the ring, which is happening next weekend at Double or Nothing. And, man, this could be a grand slam. This could be a home run, Thunder, like you had with Britt, where everybody was saying it was the match of the year. But if this match fails, no matter who's at fault, if it's 50-50, it doesn't matter. If this match isn't a home run, I feel like everybody's going to point the finger of blame at Mercedes. Nick, what say you?
100%. It's like, and you know how the internet is. We've already gone over it today. It's just like, it's just make or break. We waited the years, the build up, the anticipation. We know the big payday. We know how great you're doing. Now, do you go with, if this match rocks and delivers like it absolutely can, plus another week of story with another layer into it to where everyone's just salivating for this match and it delivers, then the entire world's going to be talking about new women's revolution, hottest division, AEW, here we go, this is it. But if it does not deliver and live up to what the anticipation, and it's extra anticipation because of those years and the time and the money, and now this cool story, you have to back it up. And if it does not deliver all the way with an A+ and it's a B+, they're going to let everyone hear it, and everyone is going to be blaming the CEO, not the homegrown talent that they've been rooting for the last 6 months hard.
It's a tough spot to be in. And guys, from regular mainstream sports, we know what the contract situation is with a lot of these players when they step up to the mound or they step up into the batter's plate or they're behind the line as a quarterback. You know how much they're getting paid. Now, there's a lot of rumors and innuendos. I don't know specifically what Mercedes' contract is, but there's been reports that she's getting paid a boatload of money. Now, whether that's true or not, that's the perception that's in people's minds and fans. And that's fine, because if you deliver, no one's going to give a shit. If you're throwing touchdowns or you're hitting home runs or you're making baskets, no one's going to care about what the price tag is. But if you're striking out, you're throwing in completions, and you're missing shots, then everyone's going to bring up the contract. And I feel like, man, that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, not just who's switching from one company to another, but also coming off a very, very serious injury like Mercedes did. So, man, the pressure, this is a lot of pressure to put on one person for one match at Double or Nothing.
It really is. It really freaking is. But I feel that with her experience, with how passionate she is about professional wrestling and how much she's been waiting for this moment, I think she's going to do the best that she can coming up this next Sunday. So, and I want to add this up. I feel like because of her presence now in AEW, I feel like we had been able to do a lot more in the women's division slowly. And you've seen it. There's a lot more segments for the women. And we have to see on that in a positive way. It's not only one thing. It's like you're seeing two segments for women. So it's like the non-wrestling one and the wrestling one. And that's like, this is something that we had been waiting for a while. And I am happy this is happening, and I'm happy I'm being part of it too. So, and I know a lot of the women in the women's division at AEW, they want that opportunity. And when they are giving that opportunity, they're going to give their best, because now, competition is there, and we're competing in a way where it's healthy, it's positive, and I can tell you, like yesterday, I was just like really taken by how we were all taking care of each other, especially like when since I started working in Collision, like a lot of things have changed, and it was nice to see. So I am glad that this change is happening, and it's just like trickling down on everything that we're doing in the women's division.
Yep. And
especially if that match comes through, if that match delivers, like we all know it can, the story's there. We've said it over and over, the pressure, but of course the pressure's there, but the glory is there too. If that goes through, if that match rocks, it will trickle down even more to where people are begging for more women's segments on TV, begging for more championship matches. And then that 2 segments becomes 4 segments, and that 4 becomes 8. It's like there is a lot of pressure there, but man, the glory, you get to be like, this is it, the new revolution on what this is it for AEW. They just started it with this match, and I'm getting excited talking about it. So hopefully that comes through. They come through. Everybody's going to be talking about it. You get that glory though, too. Just it's not just that pressure. There's some.
Yeah, it could be that other side of it, and like I brought up with Thunder and Britt, that match took you guys to a completely other level. Nobody looked at Thunder Rosa or Britt Baker the same way again because both you guys killed it in that match in a very tough environment when there was no fans. That was during the pandemic era where there were no fans in the crowd. At least, you're going to get a big crowd for Double or Nothing. I'm sure Mercedes and Willow are going to be able to feed off that crowd as well. So, yeah, you look at the negative side of what could possibly happen. But if you look at the positive side, like you just brought up, Nick, this could take Willow to another level and then really win over that AEW faithful to Mercedes. So
Absolutely. And you were, Nick, that when you were saying that, I remember sitting in the freaking makeup chair, and I'm just like, my life is about to change tonight. My life is about to change when I was about to do the lights out match, and I made a couple phone calls, and they reminded me, like, if you fuck up, it's gonna be bad, but if you guys do this and do it right, you guys are gonna change the route of the women's division forever, and yeah, but the pressure is on. It's real. It's freaking real. So I know they're both ready for it. So I have really high expectations. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch regardless.
It's the match I'm looking forward to. And before we get out to the nation, because we have a ton of callers that want to join in on the conversation. Speaking of high expectations, we had a huge interview this past Monday with The Undertaker joining us here on Busted Open. This upcoming Monday at this time at 10 a.m. Eastern time, your undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes is going to join us. So big interview. This is the first time that Cody's coming on Busted Open since winning that championship at WrestleMania 40. So I'm really looking forward to talking to Cody on Monday. So it's going to be fun.
I can only imagine, David.
Awesome.
What are you saying, Thunder? What are you implying?
It's like meeting Santa Claus as a kid, but you're like, no. It's like being Will Ferrell in Elf, where you're like, Santa, I know him. And it's like, he's going to be on my radio show. Like, that's your Elf.
Oh my God. I was on his, like, documentary series. No big deal.
Unbelievable.
No big deal.
Well, the pink robe was a big deal. And how do I know it was a big deal? Because look what Darby Allin, like, trying to steal my gimmick. Darby Allin. No.
Get over yourself.
He's stealing my gimmick, Darby
because
Allin.
You guys have more TikTok followers than I do, doesn't mean that you're super over,
Well, yeah. Ban my fat heads, but wear my pink robe to the ring. Okay.
Pink robe.
Ban my fat heads, but wear my pink robe to the ring.
He's just showing some respect. That's homage. It's like, it's not like how everyone thinks Shawn Michaels ripped me off. No, I did a kick and he did it afterwards. And that's
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, and just, whatever.
Remember,
pajamas are in.
Hey, you know what? Whatever helps get him over. Whatever helps get him over.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
You are changing lives in 2 different major wrestling companies simultaneously.
Hold on,
remember the video you sent me about narcissism? I feel it's all about you right now.
Thunder. I'm talking to Nick. Hold on, Thunder. I'm talking to Nick. So jumping off the top of the ladder. Hold on, Thunder. Hold on. I'm talking to Nick. So jumping off the top of the ladder into glass didn't do it. Jumping in front of a bus in New York City didn't do it. He had to go with the pink robe. He had to go with the pink, which is fine.
You are
That's
so
fine.
You gotta try a few different things before something becomes your thing. You do the first
Don't
couple,
get into
first 1,000
this, like,
stand-up reps to where you figure out your character. It's like, yeah, you're like, you know what? Let me try the robe. Let me try. That's next. After that, I think they cut his hair and dye it black. Cut his hair short and dye it black.
Yes, they could do that. They could do that. And who knows,
That is
Thunder?
game changing.
I hate
Now,
you guys.
Thunder, if Darby if Darby continues to wear the pink robe, then maybe The Rock will put him on his Instagram. Maybe that will happen. Maybe The Rock will
Kid's
mention
on his
him
way
on
up.
his
That's a
Instagram.
lot of stuff. We'll get him on Thunder's TikTok. We'll get him on Rock's Instagram. This is like we could do this together.
I'm over this.
Make it a movement.
He take some phone calls. How about that? You know.
All right. You know what? So yes, Cody's gonna join us at 10 a.m. on Monday. Looking forward to that. First time
You
talking.
can see the cartoon hearts from here.
It's gonna be an extremely professional interview. Okay.
Fanboy number one.
I think
right
it's very
there.
similar to like a
Well,
dog just looking up, going.
Hold on a second. Wait a second. I do not apologize for my fandom for Cody Rhodes, nor should I. I don't understand
okay.
why
Nope.
people. Why I
It's
don't
okay to
understand
be a
why
wrestling
people
fan.
get on. Yes, it's okay to be. Thunder, I was a fan of yours.
You're wearing my t-shirt. Of course you're a fan of mine, but you're more than a fan. You're like a friend. It's like a difference now. But with Cody, I feel like he's your friend, but it's just like this adoration, like this like admiration, this like I never seen someone so like passionate about another man. It just sounds terrible, but it's just I admire that, David. I admire it.
Well, and Thunder
I picture you with an old landline phone doing the interview, but you're like you're laying on your stomach on your bed with your feet bent behind you.
You're such an
And you're on your
asshole
old.
thing to say. That's such an
You
asshole
have the
thing.
extended cord from the kitchen into your room, and you're like,
First and foremost,
and then it becomes the Chris Farley show, and it's like, hey, do you remember Stardust? Yeah, that was cool.
Oh
yeah, that's cool, man. Like,
Oh, remember that match you had with your brother at Double or Nothing? Yeah, that match was cool. That match was so cool.
man, that was that was awesome.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now hold on.
Hey, you remember the Beatles? Yeah. Hey, do you remember
First of all, Nick-
Legacy? Yeah, that was awesome. Is Randy cool in real life? No. Okay. Yeah.
Do you guys still talk? Are you still friends with Randy? Do you guys still talk? No, but Nick, I just ordered a couple of Nic Nemeth TNA shirts. I just did that because I support.
Oh, beautiful.
I support our co-host. And then the other thing too,
Love
Thunder,
that.
like you say, oh, Cody this, Cody that. Listen, Cody has
You
never
say
tasted.
Cody this, Cody that, but
Cody's never tasted Violetta's pierogi, and you have. So there you go. That's all that needs to be said.
I was in your bed, David. I was in your bed with your wife.
Yep.
Your lay dog, which
that's how I want to go. Congrats.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Cody
when you
never
know.
did
That's
that.
when you know you're
Cody
in
was never
the
in my
club.
bed.
You're in the club.